400 years we were taken away. And we've had, most of our African American leaders have come to Ghana at some point, the Maya Angelos, the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's. You know, all of these people, these leaders have come here and felt at home.
Hi everyone, we are the staff of DAF, Akwaba.
Welcome to Ghana. Did you know that there's an embassy for African diasporans? Oh yes, that is the Diaspora African Forum, and today we find ourselves at the headquarters of the Diaspora African Forum. Stay tuned as we take a quick tour of who we are, the Sankofa War, the Supporters War, and our achievements over the years. Stay tuned. The Diaspora African Forum is the first and only diplomatic mission in the world into diaspora issues. It is headed by Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Erica Bennett, who is the founder and head of mission. She believes that you are not an African because you are born in Africa, but you're an African because Africa is born in you. Born in South Carolina in the United States of America, she has traveled the continent of Africa for over 40 years and founded the Diaspora African Forum for the past 20 years. Since 2007, the forum has strategically supported the aims and objectives of the African Union, working in tandem to galvanize the diaspora towards the betterment of Africa. Our partnership projects and events are Plan International Junior Ambassadors Program, Africa Business Roundtable, ACA, African International Media Summit, Panafest, that's a lecture series and youth participation, African Women of Excellence Awards, Coming Home, a journey of a lifetime, Africa Awake Map, Diaspora Village, that's a real estate venture, the Go Town Resource Park, which is geared towards integrated development, and many more. For the recognition and identity creation of our historical diasporans, we host naming ceremonies to give local Ghanaian names from royal families. We are located at the historic W.E.B DuBois Center, Cantonment, Accra. Welcome to our Pan-African Gallery. This is our Pan-African Gallery where you get to find some literature by Pan-Africans across the globe. But the most prominent things that you need to take note when you come to our embassy are the 4 flags that we fly. And so to begin with is the African Union flag, because we are endorsed by the African Union, and that's why we are the African Union Diaspora African Forum, but it is DAF for short. And to our very exceptional flag over here, which is the 6th region of Africa flag. One of our achievements as a diplomatic mission is to be able to launch this 6th region of Africa flag, which was launched on the 2nd of February 2022. And so it is the 02/02/2022 achievement of the embassy. And as you can see, this flag, as you can see, has the 5 stars of Africa, which is symbolized as the 5 regions of Africa. However, because the African map is geographically defined, we have the 6th star over here, which is the 6th region of Africa, a representation, an identity for the over 250 million of African diasporans outside Africa. And this is a symbol to say now there is one Africa, there is no African American, Haitian, Surinamese, there is just one Africa, and you are the 6th region. And so the heads of state have actually recognized you as the 6th region of Africa. And this is the flag of the embassy. So this is the DAF flag, and so if you see this flag anywhere, you know that this is the African, flag in terms of the Diaspora Embassy. And this is obviously the Ghana flag. This is a symbolic map of Africa, which is a very detailed one, and it is very, very exceptional because first of all, it was designed by the professor who designed the 6th region of Africa flag, that is Professor Kwame Addo, and also by the fact that it has a chain of what-if inspiration, and it projects into the future. So when it comes to the chain of what-if, whereby we begin to say, what if Africa decides to strategically produce what it consumes? What if Africa really knows and understands what it has? I always say, if I have this and it is very precious. I will not give it out just like that, or even if I'm giving it out, I will give it out for a better return. But because Africa does not know and understand what we truly have, we lose at the global market. So as a diplomatic mission, we have all of these to give the diasporans a fair idea on some of the issues that we have on the continent and how they can help curb these issues. And so you can also see that we have the legend over here to give you a fair idea of what we have in Africa in terms of natural resources, so that if you like to invest, you'll be able to know which area to invest in. And we project into the future whereby we'll be able to have the Central Bank of Africa. So this is a detailed map of Africa at the Diaspora African Forum to dismantle the paradigm that Africa is not a country but a whole big continent. Do stay with me as we continue. At this session, we have a photo gallery of some Pan-Africanists we want to acknowledge, and a photo gallery of the launch of the 6th Region of Africa flag. On your tour, there will be a detailed explanation of these beautiful Afro decor pieces for you to be enlightened on the beautiful culture of Africa in terms of our crafts. And hey, you are free to make a purchase of any of these decor pieces as a way of supporting us in our charitable projects. After a tour in the gallery, we go out to see the historic walls of the Sankofa and the supporters wall of the Diaspora African Forum. This wall behind me is the Sankofa wall. The Sankofa comes from the Akan word that says san, which is again ko, which is go, and fa means take. And so this is an iconic word to say go back to your roots. And what it represents for people of the diaspora is a reminder to say come back to your roots. As Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Eka Bennett will always say, coming back to your root does not always mean coming back, but looking back, as the Sankofa bird is symbolized on your screen, as you can see. And so we have an inscription here that says, we are the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. There are many people in the diaspora who had a vision, their dream to come to the motherland. Even a step on the foot of the motherland was enough to achieve their dreams, but they never had the opportunity and they passed away. And so the descendants that come here, they become the hope of fulfilling that dreams of the ancestors. So these names are people who are no longer with us, but their family members come to the diplomatic mission and make a donation. This is a donation. I would like to stress on that again. It's a donation just to support our mission, which is $100 or above, to put names of your ancestors on this wall. And names that we have over here are the Rosa Parks, the Bryna Taylor, the Chadwick Bosemans, the George Floyds, among others. And so we invite you to come and donate. If you come to our embassy, the very first wall you are likely to see is the supporters wall, and as the name implies, the supporters wall has names of people who have supported our vision and the project that we embark on as a diplomatic mission. The supporters wall has names of those who have seen our works and deem it worthy of support. And so we have names like the President of Ghana, His Excellency J.A.Kufuor. We have Her Excellency FC Campbell coming here during the 6th Region of Africa flag launch. She actually put her name over there. She is the Vice President of Costa Rica. We had ex-President Obama coming here in 2009, and we have his name over here. We have Reverend Jesse Jackson, and we also have the names of companies, individuals and families who come here and they want to support what we have been doing for the over 20 years operating here as a diplomatic mission. Ayiko! So this is how we draw down the curtains of the tour of our embassy, and I would like to encourage you to come to the Diaspora African Forum whenever you come to Ghana. So Ayiko, and thank you so much for having time to watch this video. My name is Charity. Thank you.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.